well into spring now. Maybe a couple of weeks into spring. We've got our mixed lettuce planted here. We did have loads of tomatoes potted up, but yeah, we're still getting some pretty harsh frosts in the evening or at night. So yeah, we've had a bit of a disaster over the last couple of days. So we'll see which ones are going to come back to life. We'll try and cover them again tonight, just to make sure we protect the survivors, but also see which ones come back. But yeah, bit of a killer, but did kind of expect it. Yeah, these are the first ones we planted. We've got a few more in trays that need potting up, so yeah, looks like we might have to get on with that and start replacing a few. So we've started digging into our compost that we've been making over winter. So yeah, we've started putting them on the beds, putting it about an inch or so thick, but it's not quite ready. There's still quite a bit of straw and big bits of matter, but there's also so many worms. So yeah, they're going to be good for the bed. Just hopefully we don't get too many moles because there's so many worms. Purple sprouting broccoli is looking ready to harvest, finally. So if you keep chopping, it's going to keep producing more heads to try and force itself into flower. So you want to maybe give them another day or two, but you don't want them to go to flower because they go woody, and also then yeah, all you'll end up is with a load of seeds. So yeah, we'll leave them another couple of days, give them a good chop, and then hopefully once a week for maybe a month or so, we should have lots of purple sprouting broccoli. So we've now hit the middle of May. Yeah, the weather's been a bit strange. We had no rain for about a month, and this last week it's been yeah, almost solid rain. But the sun's trying to get out, which is the main thing. But yeah, things are coming on. So our mixed lettuce bed, we've had probably about 1.5 kilos off it so far, and that's just cropped off to one side really. So yeah, the lettuce is doing good. We've got our tomatoes that we've got a few varieties. And again, it's starting to look quite healthy. So yeah, these are basically going to fill the polytunnel and kind of plant a few bits around it. But yeah, things are growing slowly but surely. We've got some extra peppers down here, 3 different varieties. We've got Chocolate Beauty, YOLO Wonder and Yellow Asti. And we've got our lettuce heads that we've been harvesting over the last 2 weeks maybe. Some cabbages that we've got over there. We've already planted a first batch outside. Yeah, still loads of bits to pot up. We've got some butternut squash, some more tomatoes, another batch of cabbage, sweet corn, basil. Yeah, the list goes on. So yeah, getting to a busy time of year, but the exciting time of year. So we're nearly at the end of May and we've barely had a spring yet. So it's kind of been like this for weeks. Weeks on end in cloudy skies. So things are coming on, slowly but surely. I'm going to say slowly, I mean very slowly. When we look at some of the pictures and videos from last year, everything was a lot further on. Yeah, we've had planting dates that we've hit, and the harvest dates we're still waiting on. So there's, yeah, things like the radish, they should have been harvested a while ago, about a week, maybe a week and a half ago. But yeah, roll on summer. I don't know where it is, but I'm sure you can all feel the pain as well. We're nearly into June. It's hailing. Hopefully it's just a shower, because the summer's out before, but this weather's crazy, man. So you can probably hear the rain and wind outside. So we're coming up to about a month away from the summer solstice. Not that we've really had a spring, but yeah, we're in the transitional period to go from our spring crops to our summer crops. So we've got our mixed lettuce in here. We've had about maybe 3 kilograms, 3.5 kilograms so far. So we're using this stock while the stock out in the field establishes a bit more. So we're going to interplant our tomatoes in between the lettuce so we can get them growing, and then once the lettuce outside is ready, we can chop these and give the tomatoes more space to grow. So we've got some tomatoes planted in the clearer beds, and we've got Costoluto Fiorino. They're a nice big tomato for sauces really, and we've got Red Zebra down the far end, Bloody Butcher, which are your normal tomatoes, or what you'd class as your normal tomatoes, and then yeah, we've got another 2 rows to fit in here. So despite the lack of signs of summer, we're trying to transition into it, so yeah, we keep on plodding on. So we just went to plant our miniature pumpkins, and it appears we seem to have come across a bee's nest, or a beehive, or however you want to call it. But yeah, I brought over, we've got an empty hive, we've just been waiting for some bees to populate basically, and I'm no expert, but they were guarding this, so I'm not sure if that's the eggs, or I'm assuming they are, but yeah, we've popped them in the hive next to where we found the nest, so I'm going to leave that for a bit, and we'll on the off chance see if they make a colony in there. So we're just coming up to the summer solstice, and yeah, the tomatoes are doing quite well. The cucumbers are slowly getting there as well. We're going to start stripping out all of the lettuce and everything over the next day or 2, just to start giving the tomatoes the full space to grow. But yeah, there's the cucumbers. We've got the peppers in here. Some are taking a while to get established and get going. We're starting to get some fruits on some of the cucumbers, and also some of the tomatoes. So yeah, feels like everything's still a little bit late, but we're slowly getting there. You can see there's some tomatoes coming on here. We've got some rocket that's just going to seed. But yeah, this week's a case of clearing out the old and letting the new flourish.